It's Brother Peter with tidbits from the Word. I'm going to try to continue in chapter 4, in 2 Corinthians chapter 4, and I'm going to try to stay out of the world. I have been cast down and perplexed and bear the marks in our financial body and bear the marks of somebody who has had a hard time being delivered from the flesh when it comes to dealing with very large monopolies or companies that have the market cornered and can do any way they want and have no government control, no personal control, no personal conviction. One customer is just one customer. They're just some throwaway. A customer is not. But there will come a day when that will come back and haunt them, Lord willing. It said, but we have treasures in earthen vessels. What is the treasure that I have in this earthen vessel? The treasure is the gospel of Jesus Christ. I have the answer for anybody who is living in sin and is unhappy about it and can't figure out how to get out of it. I have the answer in this vessel right here. The answer is, say, God, I realize I'm a sinner. Forgive me of my sin, come in my heart, and save my soul. And deliver me from this perplexing world that we live in, and help me to abide in you, that I will not be tempted to be perplexed of the world. And I sat here this morning fighting the terrible battle now for 2 or 3 months. We have over a year. We've had an ongoing problem with AT&T, and then in the last couple months we got it finally settled. We had them cut the phone off, and that settled the matter. I haven't got my final bills yet. When I get them, I'll pay them, and we'll cut the cord, and we'll no more mention it again, Lord willing. We'll have it out of our mind, out of our life, and have that problem ironed out from now on. And I won't be perplexed by it. I won't be losing sleep over it, which it's actually not a good thing to say, because it's really a sin to lose sleep over something in the world that the world has put upon you. I have actually lost sleep with this AT&T thing, and actually been beside myself that we could not get the situation ironed out, and never have and never will, and other than just get it out of my life. And that's what we're trying to do. Okay, so we're troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not despair. I'm not going to be despaired over something that I have the ability to remove. I was despaired over myself smoking. I smoked, and I love to smoke. And I smoked for years. I was smoking 3 to 5 packs a day when I quit smoking back in 1973. And my bill was $1,300 a year back then, and cigarette one was 19 cents a pack. But anyway, I was perplexed about that. I couldn't do anything about it, and it bothered me, something terrible. And I'd go up to the jailhouse and try to preach the gospel, and the Lord would say to me, you know, it's very difficult for you to try to do my word and have the devil still in your hand. And I've told people since then, it's not the tobacco, it's not the smoke, it's not the desire, and all of that that's the real problem. The real problem is that when you're smoking, you allow the cigarette to become a god. When that thing calls, you got to go. Now, I see people even today get up during the middle of a church service and go out on the front porch, light up a weed, take 4 or 5 heavy drags, stomp it out, and come back in. Little do they know, they stick the whole church out in their way. It's like a dog been rolling in a puddle of water. and comes in the house, he stinks to high heaven. Well, cigarettes do too, especially in the church house. But this is one of the habits that we had to get out of our life. I had to get that out of my life. Did I want to get it out of my life? In a way I did. Did I not want to? In a way I didn't want to, because I love to smoke. So one day I had to say to God, God, you know, I love you. And the Lord said, you don't love me more than you do them cigarettes. And I said, no, I don't, Lord. I had to be honest. I don't love you more than I do them cigarettes. Would you help me to get my... You know what? God delivered me of them things right then. Bang. That was it. I put them down and had one since. And have you had periods, Brother Peter, when you desired to take a drag? Yes, I have. Every now and then, somebody will come by smoking a pipe. And I used to love to smoke a pipe with some apple tobacco in it. And man, that thing had an aroma. It smelled good. And I'm going to be disappointed when I get to heaven. Everybody's walking around heaven smoking a pipe. That I didn't continue to smoke a pipe. But listen, what he's saying here is we have things in the world all the way around us. And we have to be careful to not do those things of the world that would cause other people to see that we're not clean from the inside out. Now, when you get clean from the inside out, that means you don't lie anymore. You don't steal anymore. Did you do those? Yes, I did both of those on a regular basis, daily. You try not to have other gods before God, like the cigarettes. And that's the problem, like I told a man not long ago. It's that thing, you thought when you were young you were going to be a macho man and smoke a few and then put them down. Well, it didn't work that way. You smoked a few and then they got you, and now they say to you, smoke me, smoke me, smoke me, smoke me, smoke me. Cigarette, $5 a pack. You can't put gas in your car or your truck, but you can smoke a cigarette. It's not even logical. It's not logical. But people will go without eating, without a transportation, they'll lose a job over cigarettes. And can you prove that, brother? Yeah, just watch them. I mean, it happens every day. Now he's saying, we're pressed by this world, but we're not perplexed. And there's some things here. The world, the vile affections of the world. We're not supposed to be in those vile affections. We're not supposed to have the lust of our mind. What does that mean? That means you got to really be careful. You turn television on today, and everything brings you to lust. You say, what do you mean? I saw a commercial the other day advertising to young people now, to very small young people. And I said to my wife, I said, what in the world have they got all them half-dressed women in that commercial for? They already trying to entice the mind of the young person that a woman is a sex object. A woman is not supposed to be a sex object. Sex is fine in the marriage bed if you're married, and it's legal. But if you're not, it's not legal. And I use your mind's eye and your eye to look at vile affections and lust after things. You become in the motions of sin, and in the motions of sin brings forth the law of death. The Bible said the man that sinneth dieth. In that section, that area of your life, you die in that section. And if you kill any one section in a Christian, that's the section that shows up to the world around. If a Christian is a habitual liar and he lies all the time, that's going to show up. And people are going to say, that man may say he's a Christian, but you can't trust him. And so we've got to be careful as Christians to walk in the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Illegal's legal, no matter what.